Problem number 21. Hardware Limited manufactures computer hardware products in different divisions which operate as profit centers. Printer division makes and sells printers. The printer division's budgeted income statement based on a sales volume of 15,000 units is given below. The printer division's manager believes that sales can be increased by 2,400 units if the selling price is reduced by Rs 20 per unit from the present price of Rs 400 per unit, and that for this additional volume no additional fixed cost will be incurred. Printer division presently uses a component purchased from an outside supplier at Rs 70 per unit. A similar component is being produced by the components division of Hardware Limited and sold outside at a price of Rs 100 per unit. Components division can make this component for the printer division with a small modification in the specification, which would mean a reduction in the direct material cost for the components division by 1.5 rupees per unit. Further, the component division will not incur variable selling cost on this units transferred to the printer division. The printer division's manager has offered the component division's manager a price of Rs 50 per unit of the component. Component division has the capacity to produce 75,000 units, of which only 64,000 units can be absorbed by the outside market. The current budgeted income statement for components division is based on a volume of 64,000 units, considering all of it as sold outside. So sales revenue they have given: printer division, component division 6,400. Manufacturing cost they have given: component 1,050, other direct material, labor, direct labor and variable overhead 1,680, 1,920, fixed overhead 480, 704, variable marketing cost 270, 384, fixed marketing and administration overhead 855, 704, operating profit 1665, 2688. Required is, should the printer division reduce the price by 20 rupees per unit even if it is not able to procure the components from the component divisions at Rs 50 per unit? Without prejudice to your answer to part 1 above, assume that printer division needs 17,400 units and that either it makes all its requirement from component division or all of it from outside source. Should the component division be willing to supply the printer division at Rs 50 per unit? Without prejudice to your answer to part 1 above, assume the printer division needs 17,400 units. Would it be in the best interest of Hardware Limited for the components division to supply the components to printer division at Rs 50? Okay. So first of all, you should understand the question. Okay, nothing in this question is like one company is there, Hardware Limited. Okay, it is manufacturing computer hardwares. Okay, it's in different divisions and all are treated as all are operating as profit centers. Okay, one of the division is the printer division, which is making and selling printers. Okay, and the maximum sales volume it can sell is 15,000 units. Okay, and they are believing that if they are selling the 15,000 units at 400 rupees per unit, and they are believing that if they are reducing the price by 20 rupees, they will be able to increase the sales volume by 2,400 units. That's all the first para says. It also says like for increasing that additional sales volume, there is no additional fixed cost is required. That's all the first para is saying. Then second para is saying that printer whatever that printer division is manufacturing, in that they are using some component. Okay, and that component they are purchasing from some outside supplier at Rs 70, and one of the division of hardware limited, that is component division, they are also making the same component, a similar component they are making. Okay, and they are selling the same component at 100 rupees per unit to outsiders. Okay, so this printer division, if they are what we say taking the component from this component division, the component division can supply the same by doing some small modification, due to which the material cost may reduce by 1.5 rupees per unit. Okay, and also since it is an internal transfer, that component division will not incur any variable selling cost. Okay, but the thing is that the printer division manager is asking the component division manager to supply the component at rupees 50 per unit, whereas they were selling to outsiders at rupees 100 per unit. They want the same component at rupees 50 per unit. So now component division, third para, component division has the capacity to produce 75,000 units. Component division is able to produce 75,000 units, of which 64,000 units only is having outside market. So current budgeted income statement they have given for 64,000, keeping as base they are given budgeted income for 64,000 units. Okay, so first requirement is like whether the printer division should reduce the price by rupees 20, even if it is not able to procure the component from component division at rupees 50 per unit. So what we do, we have to find out the profitability. Like at the same price of rupees 400 at rupees 400, what will be the profitability? Or at rupees 380, means after reducing the price by rupees 20, after reducing price of rupees 20, what will be the price? Okay, and then if purchase internally, okay, if purchase externally, if purchase internally, if purchase, this is purchased, sorry, this is saying if even if it is not able to procure the component from the component division at rupees 50 per unit, so if it is not purchased internally, what will be the impact on price? Or if it is purchased internally, what will be the impact on price? 3 what was the scenarios are there in printer division itself. The existing price 400, reduced selling price 300, and this one if purchased internally. 3 options are there, 3 scenarios are there. And in component division, if it is continuing to sell to outsiders, or if the transfer is affecting, how it will affect the component division. Okay, so I'll find out the total contribution. So see, 1 second, the profitability will find out for both the divisions in all the possible scenarios. So selling price for printer division, first we will see only printer division, then we will see the component division. Selling price for printer division 400, existing price, revised price is that reduced by 20 rupees, so 380. Here they are given 20 rupees. Okay, then the selling price you got. okay, but what you are going to sell? You are going to sell printer, and so for that printer you are procuring what? You are procuring component and other materials and labor and all also are incurring, no? So you are procuring from outside supplier at 70 you are procuring, and if you are procuring from internal, you will procure at what? 50. So see, 70 and 50. if you internally purchase. Okay, that's all. Then other direct material, this one 1680. So 1680 divided by 15,000, because printer division is having this thing, volume of 15,000, so 1680, this is for the total they have given. That's why we are taking only per unit. That's why 1680 like 1,68,000. Sorry, 1680 is in thousands, no? So 16,80,000 divided by 15,000, you will get 112 for all. Okay, so other direct material you got. Then variable marketing cost 270, like 2,70,000 divided by 15,000, 18 rupees for each. Okay, so that's all variable. Okay, others are fixed, no? So that's all variable. So we just reduce the variable cost. First scenario, 400 minus 70 minus 112 minus 18, contribution is 200. Just like that for this one and this one also, you'll get contribution 200, 180 and 200. Okay, and volume, existing price you will be able to sell only 15,000. Revised price you will be able to sell 70,400. Here also 70,400 revised price. Okay, the total contribution will be volume into contribution per unit. So that's what 30 lakh, 31 lakh 32,000, 34 lakh 80,000. Okay, so printer division we have done. Now component division, they were selling outside at 100 rupees. Okay, they are selling outside at 100 rupees. If the transfer is affected, they will have to sell at 50, because at 50 only their printer division is expecting. Okay, then apart from that, direct labor, this was direct labor 19 lakh 20,000 divided by 64,000, 19 lakh 20,000 divided by 64,000, 30 rupees. Okay, one second, 19 lakh 64,000 divided by 64,000, one second. Okay, 19 lakh 20,000 divided by 64,000, you will get 30 rupees. Then variable marketing cost 3,84,000 divided by 64,000, you will get 6 rupees. Okay, and this direct material will get reduced by 1.5 rupees, no? Here is it will get reduced by 1.5 if internal transfer takes place. That's why 28.50. And variable marketing cost also they will not incur, because it is an internal cost, internal transfer. So you get contribution per unit. Contribution per unit will get 64 and 21.50. So your volumes 64,000. If existing market is there, the component will be selling 64,000 units, because that much only demand is there. If the transfer is affected, they will be transferring this 17,400 unit, this 17,400 units to this printer division. Okay, to the printer division, and balance only they will be able to sell outside market. Okay, so if they are transferring 17,400 to printer division, what will be the contribution 3,74,100 they will be able to make the contribution. But since they are transferring 17,000 how much 17,400 to this printer division, how much demand they are going to lose from outside market? Total they are having demand 75,000. In that 17,400 they are going to transfer to this printing division. So only 57,600 they can transfer to outsiders, whereas outside demand is 64,000. So they are losing 6,400 units. So that's what this volume lost in the market, 6,400. So 6,400 for 6,400 units lost into contribution if they had sold in outside market into 64. That is taken here 4,09,600. Okay, so that's all. This table is in this question. This table is the solution. Actually, this is consisting of all the possible information. So now first question: should the printer division reduce the price by 20 per units if it is not able to procure the components from component division at ₹50? So what we are going to see, if not able to procure the component from the component division at ₹50. So we are going to see this column. Okay, compare this and this. So answer should be yes, because printer division should reduce price. Printer division should reduce price of its printer by ₹20 as there is an increment in net income by 1,32,000. Okay, incremental operating profit can be found can be found in the something nonsense they've written, can be found as below. Okay, so that is contribution margin of sales increase. Contribution margin of sales increase 180 into 2,400. 2,400, because of that 20 rupees reduction we are able to sell 2,400 units extra, no? So for that 2,400 units and 2,400 units and this 180 contribution margin, so that much we are getting 4,32,000. It's going to increase, and because of that, how much we are losing in contribution for 15,000 units which we are already selling. On that 20,000 rupees we are losing, 20 rupees we are losing. So 15,000 into 20 rupees, 3 lakh we are losing, and we are gaining 4,32,000 we are gaining. So ultimately in operating profit is 1,32,000. So anyways, profit is there, increasing, profit is increasing. So yes, printer division should go for it. 2 is saying without prejudice to your answer to part 1. Without prejudice means without affecting. Assume that printer division needs 17,400 units and that either it takes fully or doesn't take at all. So whether it should whether component division should be willing to supply the printer division at ₹50 per unit. See, if we see from component division's point of view, they will be if they are supplying to printer division, they will be gaining 3,74,000, but they will be losing 4,09,600. So obviously the answer should be no. No, the component division should not sell all 70,400 units to printer division for ₹50. If the component division doesn't sell all 70,400 units to printer division, component division will only be able to sell 57,600 units to outside consumers instead of 64,000 units due to the capacity restrictions. This would decrease component division's profit by 35,500. Supporting calculations like contribution from sales to printer division 17,400 units into 21.50 rupees, that contribution per unit, so that you are getting 3,74,100. Same thing only. Okay, and loss of contribution 6,400 into 64 rupees, 4,09,600. So decrease in operating profit 35,500. So that's why answer is no. Without prejudice to your answer in part 1, without affecting part 1 answer, I will assume that printed division needs 17,400 units. Would it be in the best interest of hardware limited for the component division to supply the components to the printed division at rupees 50? So it is saying, like, okay, let the component division supply to printed division at rupees 50, though it will be unfavorable to component division, but whether it is going to be favorable or it will be in the best interest of hardware limited. So let's check. Okay, so see, if purchased internally, we are getting this much, 34 lakh 80,000. So it is an increase. This 34 lakh 80,000. Okay, and also there is a like this 34 lakh 80,000 over 31 lakh 32,000, that is one increase, and also they are getting this contribution also, 3,74,100. So this increase plus this one minus this one, if you see, it's profitable. So see, incremental contribution if the component is transferred within, so 3480 minus 3132, this one only, 3480 minus 3132, 3,48,000, and contribution to the component division 3,74,100. So total incremental contribution is 7,22,100. Okay, and contribution lost by the component division is 4,09,600. So net contribution is gain 3,12,500. So ultimately the hardware division is in profit. So answer is yes, it would be in the best interest of hardware limited for the component division to sell the units to the printed division at rupees 50 each. The net advantage to the hardware limited is 3,12,500 as shown below. The net advantage is the result of the cost saving from purchasing the component unit internally and the contribution margin loss from 6,400 units that the component division otherwise would sell to outsiders. That's all.